So you're moving to the Woodlands, Texas. In this video, that's exactly what we're gonna cover. We're actually gonna take a jump in my computer, jump in the Google map, and I'll show you everything you need to know about the Woodlands, Texas. Its proximity to downtown, Conroe, Galveston, some main attractions like the Galleria, the medical center, shopping, and things like that. And if you haven't seen my full vlog tour on the Woodlands, Texas, you can check that out too. So let's get after it. Your first time to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications, and you'll be the first to know all the market information in the greater Houston area and surrounding areas like the Woodlands, Texas. My name is Tanya Vargo, and I have my own team, and we get calls from people just like you moving to Houston every single day, and we love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just send us a text, shoot us an email, or give us a call, and we'll help you make that smooth move to Houston, Texas. So, like I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in my computer, take a look around on the Google map, and I'll show you everything you need to know about the Woodlands, Texas. So let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome to my computer. So let's jump in the Google map so that I can tell you all about the Woodlands, Texas. So here we are in the Woodlands, Texas. You can see it's all lit up in white right here. And the Woodlands is a suburb of Houston, and it's on the north side. Okay, this is the north side of Houston, and it is very, very close to one of our major airports. So let's just do some directions right there. So we will go from the Woodlands, Texas to Bush Airport, and this is our big airport. So right now at 2:56 on a Friday, it would take you, if you took the Hardy toll, 24 minutes to get to Bush Airport. If you took this, it would take 38. And then if you took this one, 32. So not that difficult, because Houston traffic at 3 p.m. on a Friday is not enjoyable. So you're really close, and you can just take 45, scoop over to the Hardy toll, and it'll only take you 24 minutes, even at prime traffic on a Friday with everybody trying to get out and go places for the weekend. So our next airport is Hobby, and this one is going to be a little bit further away. So right now it'll take you about 51 minutes to get to Hobby if you take the toll, and then if you just took 45 all the way to it, and you can take it directly that way, it's going to take you about 59 minutes right now. So you can get really great deals last minute at Hobby, and it is our smaller airport. But typically most people, especially for international flights, are going to choose Bush, but Hobby can come in real handy with a real quick flight for real cheap a lot of times. Okay, so the Woodlands is on the north side. So a lot of people live there if they think they're gonna have to travel back and forth from Dallas quite a bit. Okay, so right now at high traffic time, at 2:58 p.m. on a Friday, you can just take
45 all the way into Dallas, and it's going to take you 3 hours and 12 minutes. Okay, that's the route I would normally take no matter what. And then it's just saying, like, it's offering you a flight right here. It's real cute that it'll only take an hour and 5 minutes for $240. So you can weigh your options, especially like I drive a very large SUV right now. I might weigh that out, right? Because it's costing me over $92 to fill my tank. So $240 to not have to drive and get somewhere in an hour and 5 minutes might not be so bad. And then what's good is when you live in the Woodlands, to get to Dallas, you do not have to drive through the whole city. So some of us have to drive an hour through the whole city just to get to the Woodlands, then to start driving to Dallas. So, for some of us, it can take 4 or 5 hours just to get there. Meanwhile, those of you that live in the Woodlands, it's just a 3-hour little hop or an hour and 5-minute plane ride. So that's really neat if you're a commuter, if you're going to have to commute back and forth from each city. Now, another straight shot is Galveston. And then what's good is when you live in the Woodlands, to get to Dallas, you do not have to drive through the whole city. So some of us have to drive an hour through the whole city just to get to the Woodlands, then to start driving to Dallas. So, for some of us, it can take 4 or 5 hours just to get there. Meanwhile, those of you that live in the Woodlands, it's just a 3-hour little hop or an hour and 5-minute plane ride. So that's really neat if you're a commuter, if you're going to have to commute back and forth from each city. Now, another straight shot is Galveston. Right down from 45, you literally, the same kind of idea. You would take 45 all the way to the island, okay? And that's right now, it's going to take you an hour and 41 minutes. So, and then in worst case scenario, 2 hours and 10 minutes. But you would really just take the 40 straight shot down 45, like it's showing you, for it to take you an hour and 41. So that would, that's what most people do anyway. And we have Mardi Gras coming up. So that all the holidays are, they have something special out on the island all the time. And so today is February 25th, 2022. So we're about to go, we're in Mardi Gras season full swing right now. And there'll be like parades and things like that people love to go to the island for, and Moody Gardens and all those things. Okay. So those are 2 different directions you can go for fun things to do. If you're a commuter, to Dallas, or if you just want to have fun in Galveston, it's just straight shots north and south on 45. So let's go downtown. So from the Woodlands downtown right now, high traffic time on a Friday, 3:01 is 36 minutes, and that they don't have you taking 45. So if you took 45 directly in, it'd be 45 minutes. If you took the tollway, it would take 36. So it's not that big a deal. You can save yourself some money, but it'll cost you 4 minutes. Whatever's most important to you, right? Okay, so if you are planning to move to our wonderful city, because our medical center is definitely #1 in cancer research and treatment and things like that, among other things. Medical center, whoopsie. There we go. Medical center, to get there right now, the toll it would take you 50 minutes, 50, and just going a straight shot 45 on I-45 will take you 57 minutes right now at high traffic time, commuting. Like you can just see, it's a straight shot in and out of the city. Okay. for those of us that like to shop. Now, the Woodlands has some great shopping. Like, they were very wise in setting up some really fantastic luxury boutiques and luxury car dealerships and things like that, so you don't have to come into the city. And it'll save you a trip. They had a lot of wisdom in the creation of what they did out there, commercial property wise. However, should you just want to come in and go to the Galleria for some luxury items and spend the day and go shopping and eat lunch, right now high traffic time, 51 minutes, taking a tollway in, and if you want to take 45 to 610, it would take you about 58 minutes. So whatever's best for your sanity. You know, it's just a few minutes. And then of course they have valet parking and all the things and all the eating and all the shopping, and you can just dump yourself down there and hang out for a few hours till traffic dies out and then head back home, right? So we've done downtown, we've done the medical center, we've done the Galleria, we've done both airports. I've taken you on your commute to Dallas, going further north, and then I've taken you to Galveston, going further south. So let's just go right back there. Let's see. Let's go right back to the Woodlands. I'll show you around there a little bit. Now, feel free to go take a look at my full vlog tour of the Woodlands. It was the first vlog tour I ever did. So just go ahead and check that out. And now I'm gonna show you around. So there's quite a few fun things out there. Let me see what I zoom in on first. Let's go to Woodlands Parkway. And okay, so I spent quite a bit of time at the Woodlands Mall in the intro of the vlog. So it has some really great stores. You're gonna see some things you're accustomed to seeing, like Sephora, Nordstrom, you know, Macy's. Dillard's might be new to you. That's a Texas department store company. The Dillard family is very big here in Texas, and they're very responsive to emails, by the way. I've written them to build more. And then they have some other cool things that you might not have near you. So I'm just showing you, we are quite civilized here in Texas. We have all the things. Oh, and a Barnes & Noble, you're probably familiar with that, and Banana Republic. The Lego store. I don't know if all malls have that. And then we actually have an Amazon store here at the Woodlands. And did I say Nordstrom? Nordstrom is right there. And at this mall, let me tell you, they have a pet store. They have a legit pet store where you can go and you can look at the animals and touch them. So literally there's little puppies and kittens and things like that in there. You just got to see what they have at the time. But one of the last pet stores I've ever seen, and I love going there. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to go there. Okay, so we'll zoom out of the mall. So I've taken you shopping. Now here in the intro of this video, we're on this waterway, right? I'm walking along this waterway, and let me zoom. It's really great. There are so many restaurants over there. And why aren't they coming up? There's restaurants and hotels, and there's a lot of places to stay. There's an ice skating rink. Well, why isn't it coming up? So we have the Woodlands Waterway, and 100%, this is where I parked when I went there. So let's come on in, see if I can get us popping. Come on, come on. It's beautiful, and there's tons of restaurants. I mean, I ate at a few restaurants there that day because we, you know, can't ever stay at one spot when you go with friends, right? So we ate at Grimaldi's and we ate at Cyclones right here. there's an Italian place. Oh, see, Grimaldi's was right there. Right, and then we started at Grimaldi's. It was full. Then we went to Cyclone. Then we decided we were still hungry, so we went back to Grimaldi's. You know, one of those things. And so it's beautiful there. There's so many places to walk. It's really family oriented. There are people fishing in this little river. The water fountains light up at night. It's really beautiful. So, you know, it's just really just fun. It's just a fun little place to go. And then of course we have like things you're looking for, like the Cheesecake Factory, Benihana, if you're familiar with that. That's a pretty big hibachi place, and sushi. And of course we have House of Pies and chili. So we're really, you know, we have the things you probably are wondering if we have. We have the shopping you're probably concerned. Ooh, that was pretty. Yeah. So pretty little things. So, okay. So we'll zoom out a little bit. So we have a children's museum, and right now they're doing, was it Curious George? Let me see. What are they promoting right now? Just so you know, we're going into spring break, so there's going to be some fun things. Yeah, it was Curious George. I was right. Okay, so let's go back. So if you have some kids of that school age, they have that kind of a thing going on. And then they have Play Street Museum, which that's like the kids can go in and play there. You can drop in, you can stay as a parent, you can have parties there. The Woodlands Country Club, if you're a golf enthusiast, I definitely display that there. The Shell Houston Open used to be held here. It's an Arnold Palmer golf course. So that's important to say. And, you know, it's been so updated over there. It's beautiful. It's lovely to walk around. I'm a 19-hole fan personally myself. So if you want to go play golf, I'll wait for you to get back. I'll hold down the fort while you're out there. And so of course we have all the things like regular, here's HEB. I think I've talked about that in the other map videos, but if this is the first one you're seeing, we have HEB, and the acronym for HEB means here everything's better. And what they boast about and advertise is they do all local farming, local produce, local everything. So you have one here and we have one here. So, you know, oh, and then so for those of you that are Trader Joe's fans and like organic, that's right there too. So, you know, don't think that when you come to Texas, you're stuck with just steak and fried food. You're not. You know, we have Whole Foods here, we have Trader Joe's, we have all the things. We're quite sane. Sam's right here. Like if you're a Sam's fan, there's also a Costco. So, you know, we have everything you're probably looking for. Another thing that I didn't show you, let's do directions. Conroe, that's important to know. Oh, let's go to the Woodlands. That's important to know when you live in the Woodlands is where Conroe is, because a lot of people go there on the weekend. They go to Lake Conroe, okay? And so, you know, right now, that's pretty good to just get to Conroe in 16 minutes on a Friday. Because, oh, there's Costco, by the way. Costco. So we have a Costco. Because everybody goes out to Lake Conroe on the weekend, and it'll really, I used to work at BMW of Houston North, and when I would be driving from the Woodlands Spring area to Conroe, it used to take me an hour to get home sometimes, and you just saw it's only like a 16-minute drive. It used to be horrible. Okay, so let's see how far it takes to get to Lake Conroe on a Friday. Right now, so 37. It's 37 minutes if you take 45. If you take 105, it's 48. 29. So 29 if you take 45, 37 if you don't, and then 48 if you take 105. So I suggest taking 45 right now if you care. So 29 minutes. And so, you know, the traffic used to be horrible. They've done so much to open it out. Like, it used to only be 2 lanes when I lived there with my oldest, who's 25 now. So back when she was, you know, 2 and 3 and 4 years old, it was shut down while they were expanding the highway to 2 lanes. And it would literally, you just like be so depressed having to get anywhere. But it's not like that now. They've widened it up. So Lake Conroe, what's out there? So everybody stays out there. There's hotels out there. You can rent places to stay on the lake. There's all kinds of, you know, bars and places to eat and drink. It's a place people go to get away, to use their boats and eat and drink and play on the weekends. That's a very important place to know about when you're living in the Woodlands, when you're living anywhere in Houston, because honestly, everybody goes out there. But definitely if you live on the north side, you might have a place in Lake Conroe as well. Okay, there's something I forgot to tell you about when we were in the Woodlands. So let's go back there. And so let's go to Cynthia the Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Okay, and it's right off Lake Woodlands Drive. And so what that place is, got it? Oh, that's their Pavilion Woodlands. It's a place where you can go to do concerts and things like that. I took both of my girls to see Kesha, and I took both of my older girls to see Lil Wayne back before COVID, etc. So you can definitely, you know, go out there and see some decent concerts, right? Like at that time, there it is. So Cynthia Woods. At that time, I think my oldest Rebecca was maybe 16 or 17, and then Olivia is 7 or 8 years younger than her. And so we went there and to see both those concerts. And then you can see the ice rink is right here, right by it. Ice rink. We have an ice rink. Okay. So it's the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. It holds events, and then, you know, any kind of concert, any kind of grand event, all kinds of people come out there to, you know, have their concerts and things like that. So if you live out in the Woodlands, you're really in a good little space for restaurants, luxury buying, like whether it's cars, clothes, whatever, living, absolutely luxury living out there. And then you definitely have entertainment. So they were really wise in constructing the Woodlands Also, side note, you need to learn your streets out there, because if you go back and watch the full vlog tour, I explained to you that a long time ago, not so much anymore, they used to not be allowed to build above the tree line. And so that's not so much the truth anymore. They do build above the tree line, but the trees are still high, so you need to know your streets, because if you don't know your streets, you're going to get lost, because in most instances the trees are still above the buildings and things like that, so you can't just drive around and go off of memory, because everything's a tree. So you got to learn your streets. Anyway, I hope I've given you tons of information about the Woodlands, Texas. I've shown you where both the airports are. I've shown you where restaurants and dining are. I've shown you where grocery stores are. I've shown you how to get down to the medical center. I've taken you to Dallas. I've taken you to Galveston. I've taken you to Lake Conroe. If there's anything else you want to know, just reach out and let me know, because if you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, you know, I'll be happy to help you make that smooth move out to the Woodlands, Texas. So just take a look at some of this driving footage, and I'll see you in the next video.